Okay, so now one of the things that you do you do this every season where you go get to spend some time with some actual spies?
We do. It's like the coolest part of my job. It was all about, the distrust between the administration and the intelligence world, and the intelligence community was suddenly kind of allying itself with journalists.
This interview between Stephen Colbert and Claire Danes is going viral in 2024. Why? Well, during filming Homeland, which is a show that started in 2011, ended in 2020, this show has basically been filming since the beginning and before Trump ran and after Trump ran. And in 2018, this interview alone is now going viral because of the specific questions that Stephen Colbert was asking Claire Danes about the CIA and, of course, about what the conversations were that she was having with them. And what she got to find out was, well, exactly what I showed you at the beginning of this clip. The Central Intelligence Agencies aligning themselves with journalists and basically manipulating the media, manipulating people. Well, I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I want you guys to make this decision for me, where you're going to see Stephen Colbert lose his mind and talk over Claire Danes as he doesn't want any of this information coming out. And he realizes that he just made a huge mistake by asking her this question, because in 2018, Trump was still president. And what she learned from then is exactly what we already knew. Take a listen.
What's the most surprising thing that they've told you about their jobs, or something you would need to know from
Well, every year it's different, right? We've been at it for a while, and the climate has changed. But this year it was all about, the distrust between the administration and the intelligence world, and the intelligence community was suddenly kind of allying itself with journalists, which usually they're not.
How long ago did you start shooting this season?
With journalists, which usually they're not. How long ago did you start shooting this season?
That is the face you make as Stephen Colbert, host of the late night show on CBS. That is the face you make when you realize that you just asked the wrong question. Now, why is this video circulating now after so many years? We're talking about almost 6 years since this video came out. Why is Stephen Colbert freaking out then, and why is he freaking out now? Well, that's because this proves exactly what Trump has been saying for years, specifically a show like Homeland. I'm not sure if you guys ever saw it, but it has to do with our intelligence agencies. It was a good show. A lot of people watched it, very good reviews, but it just shows exactly what we've been realizing for a very long time. Many CIA agents like Andrew Bustamante claim that these are some of the things that probably exist or probably don't, or we probably don't understand what the CIA does as a whole, or what CIA does as a whole. But one thing we do know is that it's corruption in all our intelligence agencies, whether it's the FBI, DEA, right, CIA, DNI, ASA. Obviously, we've heard the ASA do some horrendous things to Tucker Carlson while listening to some of his conversations, while doing more other things all around the world has our military-industrial complex. So now we know exactly what they've done. Now we know that there's proof of this because of what the FBI did during the 2020 election, where they legitimately pressured big tech to cover stories right before the election. Now, once again, you can have your own thoughts on this, but I thought this clip was actually unbelievably amazing to look at, because it just shows you exactly who Stephen Colbert was and is and will continue to be, along with Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel and all the Jimmys and the late night shows. These are exactly who these people are. Now, this is not the first time something like this has happened on their show. I mean, you guys remember CNN, not to shift here, but I just want to show you guys that Stephen Colbert is known for having some crazy moments, as he had Kaylin Collins, that basically a CNN journalist. Well, let's just play this moment so I can refresh your memory on what I'm talking about. Take a listen.
Trump has kind of been thrown on his heels by this, and he's not really sure how to go after Vice President Harris. He knew his attack lines on President Biden. He really has struggled with how to go after someone who's 20 years younger than him, who is a different gender, a different race. It's kind of been this moment where he has not been able to coalesce around a single attack line.
I know you guys are objective over there, that you just report the news as it is. Oh, I know. CNN makes it. I know.
Is that supposed to be a laugh line?
I wasn't supposed to be, but I guess it is.
Wasn't supposed to be a laugh line that he basically said that I know you guys do excellent journalist work over there. You guys are totally not biased. And the crowd laughed. Well, by mistake. The crowd probably wasn't supposed to laugh at that. But it just shows you the state of where the media is, where the central intelligence agencies are, and where our trust between the government and the people are. This is why populism is it's on the rise like never before. But that wasn't just the only moment. Claire Danes' moment is now going viral again, back on the internet, proving exactly what we probably already knew and insinuated because we saw it with our very own eyes. And again, ladies and gentlemen, this is not the only thing, because we saw Chuck Schumer basically give Trump a warning. I don't know if you guys remember this warning, but look, these are videos that are just now popping up. And exactly these are the videos that we love to watch.
You take on the intelligence community, they have 6 ways from Sunday at getting back at you. So even for a practical, supposedly hard-nosed businessman, he's being really dumb to do this.
What do you think the intelligence community would do if they were motivated?
I don't know, but from what I am told,
right there.
They are...
Who's the wrong group to piss off in politics? Is it them?
Well, that is frightening, though, what he said. And I even think it's interesting because Rachel Maddow, for being a lefty and everything, it seemed to me that I remember this because I've talked about this numerous times. The idea that the elected official is saying, if you question the agencies who are supposed to work for the people that are elected by we the people, somehow you're in trouble. That is backwards. That's not how it's supposed. And this is a scary thing. The people who put their name on the ballot, they're the ones who are supposed to be accountable. You don't like what they do, you throw them out of office. Not these unelected people in the intelligence community or the Faucis of the world. That is so wrong. But I remember this, and I talked about this a number of times.
Is this not criminal, though? Is this not criminal?
Basically saying that the central intelligence agencies have many ways of getting you. They have many ways of getting you. You should never play with them. You should never go against them because they will find a way to get you. Isn't that a crazy thing to say? Specifically, you'll end up just like this if you just realize that you can't say that type of stuff on television because we have these types of platforms. And I can only hope that this video stays up. So make sure to smash the like button. Let me know what you guys think overall on this specific topic. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about with Chuck Schumer because he said that before on the Rachel Maddow show. These intelligence agencies have many different ways of getting you. What exactly did he mean by that? You guys let me know down in the comments. See you guys on the next one.